Diane and the Sky Sparkle. A magical kid's adventure. Once upon a sparkly night in the big bright city, there lived a curious girl named Diane. She loved 3 things: stargazing, bubblegum, and her cat, Pickles, who wore a bow tie for no reason. One night, while Diane peeked through her telescope, something amazing zoomed across the sky. It wasn't just a shooting star, it was a talking sparkle that shouted, "Whoosh! The Sky Sparkle is out there. Only the bravest can find it." Diane gasped. Pickles meowed like, "Let's go!" She didn't waste a second. The next morning, Diane packed her backpack. Bubblegum, map with doodles, magic shoes that lit up when she walked, double. Her best friend Jane, who was basically a gadget wizard, handed her something special. It's a sparkle detector. It beeps when you're close to anything super shiny. The detector was shaped like a smiling bunny with sunglasses. Pickles leapt into the backpack, meowed again, and the adventure began. They started at the edge of the city, right where the trees got weird. Welcome to the Giggling Woods. "Knock, knock!" shouted a tree with a mustache. "Who's there?" Diane replied, giggling. "Leaf." "Leaf who?" "Leave me alone, I'm barking." The trees all burst into laughter. Even the bushes chuckled. Diane had to laugh at 3 tree jokes to get the right path, and every time she did, the forest lit up with sparkles. Even Pickles laughed, sort of. After all the giggling, Diane reached a river that sang? Yep. The singing river belted out pop songs like it was on karaoke night. To cross it, Diane blew giant bubbles with her bubblegum and built a bouncy bubble raft. With a squeaky pop, she and Pickles floated downstream. The fish did synchronized swimming. The river hummed along. It was the coolest boat ride ever. Then came the wiggly caves, where nothing stayed still. The floor bounced like jelly, and glowing worms played tag with each other. Diane used Jane's sparkle detector. It blinked, beeped, and giggled as they moved. "Whoa!" Diane said, wobbling across the cave. Pickles slid on his belly like a penguin. Everything shimmered, sparkled, and squished. In the deepest part of the cave, a huge parrot made of clouds swooped down. "Who dares enter my fluffy domain?" it squawked. Diane raised her hand. "Me, Diane. Nice to meet you." The parrot blinked and grinned. "Answer my riddle and I'll give you a feather to fly." "What goes up but never comes down?" Diane thought for a second, then shouted, "Age!" The parrot cheered, gave her a magical wind feather, and zoomed off doing a loop-de-loop. With the feather in her hand, Diane and Pickles soared into the skies. They zoomed above the clouds on sparkly wind trails, past flying whales, rainbow bridges, and a very confused hot air balloon shaped like a taco. Pickles wore a tiny bubble helmet and pawed at passing butterflies. "Whee!" Diane shouted. It was the most magical sky ride ever. They landed gently on a floating sky temple that sparkled like diamonds in the sun. But to get inside, Diane had to face the temple of tickle traps. each step released flying feathers that made her giggle like crazy. "Not the armpits," she laughed, tiptoeing through. Inside, a shiny puzzle appeared. With a twist, a bop, and a clever flip, the temple lit up. And there it was, the sky sparkle floating above a glowing pedestal. Just as Diane reached for it, boom! A spooky shadow popped out and blocked her way. It growled, it glared, it grumbled. Diane squinted. "Are you hungry?" The shadow paused, then nodded. She reached into her backpack and pulled out a cookie. "Here, chocolate chip. No raisins, I promise." The shadow sniffed, took a bite, and instantly turned into a happy, sparkly cloud. "Thank you," it cheered, and floated away doing somersaults. Diane grabbed the sky sparkle and zoomed home on a sparkle cloud. Jane was waiting on the rooftop with confetti cannons and lemonade. "You did it!" she shouted. Diane placed the sky sparkle in her window, and suddenly, zing, zap, zoom! Stars exploded across the sky. Everyone in the city looked up in wonder. Pickles glowed in the dark now. He was very proud of that. Diane smiled at the stars and whispered, "Best day ever."